What's up guys? Welcome back to my fishing channel. In this video, we're gonna be doing a comparison of Daiwa Saltist 4000 and Shimano Saragossa 5000. So the reason why I choose 4000 size for Saltist and 5000 size for Saragossa because they're almost in the same size. Please stay tuned because I will going to discuss the specifications and features one by one with actual footages on my previous trip. And if you are new in my channel, please subscribe and press the bell button so that you will be updated on my next video.
Okay, let's talk about the Saragossa first, and then after that we will discuss the Daiwa Saltist. For Saragossa, the current price is $268 in the Amazon and eBay. The body is made of Hagani, and the gear ratio is 5.7:1. The weight is 567 grams. The spool capacity for 40-pound braid, it can hold up to 175 meters, and for 30-pound braid it can hold up to 225 meters. The bearing is 5+1 bearing, and line retrieve is 30 inches per crank. For the features of Shimano Saragossa, they have the so-called the X-shape. What is the meaning of X-shape? Before I was thinking that X-shape is something like X-shape form inside the gearbox of this Shimano. However, later I found out that X-shape, it's an extra single bearing behind the pinion gear. Okay, what's the purpose of that? It can eliminate some amount of stress on the gears and keep them more precisely aligned under heavy loads. So this X-shape is the extra bearing. X is for the extra bearing, and it will also add more cranking power in the system. And then they have also the so-called Hagani gear. Okay, that is Shimano technology. First, I really want to know what kind of metal is Hagani. Then the Shimano definition, they call it the cold forged aluminum drive gear. I researched it further. I found out that Hagani is came from the word Tamahagani. It is a high quality metal or steel made in the Japanese tradition. The word Tama means round, precious metal, and Hagani means steel. So they combine it as Tamahagani. It is a metal used to make Japanese swords before. And they also have the ARC spool. AR means aero wrap. Well, they say that this design is to improve your casting distance. Well, I didn't see any difference for other spool. Whether it's a ARC or not ARC, it's the same. And they also have the so-called propulsion. So the purpose of this propulsion, when you make big long casts, normally the line comes out and hit the rod, and it can reduce the casting range. And let's go to Daiwa Saltist. So Daiwa Saltist, the current price is $210 in the Amazon and eBay. And the body, they have this so-called hard bodies. And the gear ratio is the same with Saragossa. It is 5.7:1. The weight is 425 grams. So Saltist is lighter than Shimano Saragossa. And the bearings is 8 CRBB. So what's the meaning of CRBB? CRBB means corrosion resistant ball bearing. So that's a plus 1 RB. That's roller bearing. And capacity, the 40-pound braid line, it can hold 183 meters. So definitely this is bigger than Saragossa 5000. And for 30-pound braid, it can hold up to 256 meters. So the spool is bigger than Shimano Saragossa 5000. And the line retrieve is also more than the Shimano Saragossa. It is 39.9 inches per crank. For the Daiwa, they have the so-called the mug sealed main shaft. So what's the meaning of mug sealed? Mug sealed is a special kind of oil surrounded the bearing, which will prevent water from coming in. And they have also the so-called the mug sealed line roller. So this is also a very good sealing system of the Daiwa. They have also the so-called A rotor system. A rotor system is designed by the Daiwa, which reduces the weight of the rotor about 50% compared to the normal rotor design. So I think this is the very reason why the Daiwa Saltist is lighter than the Shimano Saragossa, because of this A rotor system. And for the spool, they have the so-called ABS spool. It means that there's no deadline buried in deep core. Well, for this ABS spool, I think it's the same with other spool. I didn't see any difference. When I cast Shimano Saragossa and Daiwa Saltist using the same lure weight and the same line, it will give me the same result. It's not a big deal about their spool technology. It's the same with another reels. Experience about these two reels. For Shimano Saragossa, I've been using this reel for 3 years, and until now it's still smooth. When I will rotate the handle, it's still, the meshing of the gear is still smooth, and the drag system is still smooth. So there's no changes for this one. I think the only problem for Shimano Saragossa is the shafting. It's very small. For me, I didn't encounter any problem, but for my friend, he had a problem before. This shafting bend when he caught big fish. So this is the only problem for the Shimano Saragossa. But overall, it's still good. As what I've said, that the Shimano Saragossa 5000 for me is still working perfectly after 3 years. And one good thing for this reel, the Shimano Saragossa 5000 can put 6,000 size spool in the machine. And for the Daiwa Saltist, I've been using this reel for 6 months, and I already caught 10 kilograms queenfish, like 6 kilograms blacktip trevally, and some other species like bluefish. Honest review, when I rotate the crank now, it's no longer smooth than before. I feel something inside, so this is what I have to find out.